Okay, we're good. I'm back.
Was disabled. We're currently looking at what itemization should look like. As we mentioned yesterday, we definitely know that legendary powers should be part of the itemization. And I think there's another stage to itemization, which is once I have an item that I really like, how can I make that item even better? And to complement that, how is there enough depth to the item system for me to make some good decisions about how to improve that item? So I think I can safely say that socketing will definitely be part of your items, but specifically how we have, do we have gems? Do we have runes? Do we have legendary gems?
So we don't know. Just say we don't know yet. Go back, ask us another question about how much money it's going to cost.
And we're trying to figure out if we want to do something like that or something entirely new.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
How you doing?
Hi.
Great.
Hey.
So, this being a mobile game, will we expect to see a lot of microtransactions, or will it be single pay?
You hear that guy in the background?
That's a good question.
Ooh.
So it's always been the tradition at Blizzard that we work on gameplay first. It doesn't matter whether it's a box product or whether it's a free-to-play product. We haven't figured out the business model. That's been the case for Hearthstone. That's been the case for Overwatch. That's the case for Diablo Immortal. We want to focus on making an excellent game first. We'll have the systems, we'll have the items, and then when the game is complete, or when we're farther along, we can take a look at the game and figure out.
See, these kinds of questions, this is why people don't trust Blizzard. It's because they're going to have microtransactions. Overwatch has microtransactions. WoW has microtransactions. Hearthstone has microtransactions. HOTS has microtransactions. Almost every big Blizzard game has microtransactions. People don't trust it because they know it's going to happen. Just say yes. Say yes, and more people will respect you than obviously lying.
What the right business model is.
All right, thank you.
Great game first.
Okay.
First, I want to say hello.
Hi.
Hey. So I have a question. It's about how do you guys plan to stay relevant with a mobile game as your next game in a heavily dominated PC genre, especially with upcoming new games like Wolcen and Last Epoch?
I'll tell you why, because those games are going to suck.
So there's a number. I'm
That's
trying
why.
to avoid saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. That there's multiple Diablo projects being worked on. Have I said this before? I don't. By multiple teams. No,
Why can't they just be like, yo, Diablo 4 is going to be out in a little while, but we're not ready to even talk about it. This is the mobile game, but don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you guys. Like, how do they... I'm so amazed that this happened. I really am. Like, why wouldn't they just say, like, yeah, we're going to do Diablo. We're working on a PC Diablo game too, but we're not ready to announce it. Like, if they had just said that, if they said that today, people would just be like, okay, fine. Why don't they just say that?
I'm just joshing with you. On a serious note, yes, we have multiple projects in the works. We love Diablo. I think for us, we're really the...
Wait a second. I don't want to pause it again. I do apologize. Diablo Netflix series. Reportedly coming to animated series, reportedly in development. So this is one project, and then there's the Diablo Immortal project, right? So if you have more than one project, and let's say you have more than one, like let's say 2, 3, or whatever, what do you call that? I think it's called having multiple projects.
Most concerned at making sure that we're making excellent games. We look at other games. We're all super passionate gamers.
You steal ideas from other
Blizzard.
games,
We
and I
play
love you
games
for it.
from
Keep it up.
all over the place on all platforms. We play board games, we
saw
play
it, Dash
card
Crowd
games,
Eddie.
and we're
Thanks for
always
500
looking
bits.
at it for ideas from all places, and that informs how we can bring good design and ideas to our games going forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I know all of our questions and concerns are coming from a place of love because Diablo is all very special to us.
That's true.
As we know in like Diablo 3, the real money auction house was a pretty big problem when you brought money into trading. Even in D2, there wasn't really a direct trading thing, but we saw a lot of problems with people, you know, selling rune words, 20 bucks
D2
for a Breath of the
JSP.
Dying or something like that.
Yep.
So do you have any ideas how you're going to do trading in Diablo Immortal, or how to prevent people from trading for real money?
So I think right now what we're looking at, we do have some ideas. I think that when you look at Diablo 3 at launch with the auction house, it sort of allowed players to get the best items without playing the game. And then with Reaper of Souls, we made changes to the game to make everything
random,
soulbound. And I think that as we think about an online game, it's nice to make sure that you're earning the best items, but it's also, you want to be part of a greater economy, a greater society.
That's true.
And when I think about that problem, an example I like to refer to is gems in Diablo 3. Where in Diablo 3, you could have rubies and emeralds. And maybe if you had a lot of rubies,
we had the
10
purple
rubies,
ones
and
too.
I had 10 emeralds, maybe I could trade you 10 rubies for 10 emeralds, and that would be okay. You know, we know that's okay because, you know, Kanai's Cube has a recipe that lets me turn rubies into emeralds, but I do it through a Kanai's Cube. If I could do that somehow with another player, functionally it would be the same, but I would feel like I was part of this greater economy and this greater society.
What he's saying is true.
Part about making a
yeah,
mobile
what he's saying
MMO.
is true here.
So while we don't have any specifics, I think we've seen
I was
what
surprised.
a full auction house looks like, and we've seen what, you know, a lot of Soulbound looks like, and maybe there's a little middle ground somewhere in between, a sweet spot, so to speak. All right, I think we have time for one more question.
Okay, here we go.
No pressure.
Hey, Nine.
Oh, hi.
He's like,
Shader
please.
keeps falling.
No. So you mentioned that we're going to be able to go through and look at the
That
history
kinda
of
looks
the
like
Demon
me.
Hunters, or I guess the formation of the Demon Hunters. What about the other factions? Are we going to get to look at other people's histories?
Well,
no pressure. There's a really big time frame that we're dealing with for Diablo Immortal. And there are events that happened before, and there are events that are going to be happening in Diablo 3. And so there are sort of questions on either side of that equation that we can look into and we can start to provide answers to. So, you know, one that I like to mention is Malthael. Like, this is the period where Malthael decided that all of humanity had to die. It was a pretty momentous decision, and maybe we could, you know, find out exactly why and how that happened. The formation of the Demon Order is another one. I think there are other groups and individuals, Sean, which have interesting histories in this time. So I can't promise where we're going to go and what we're going to do, but it is exciting to have so much to address and so much to give and to explore as a player.
And I got to say, and I'm looking forward to you guys checking out these stories, to check out the new content that's being available, because as a lore master, I am a huge fan of Diablo's story.
Yeah.
So I'm working with these gentlemen to help making it come to life. I cannot wait for you guys to check this out. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining
least
us
he wants
for the
to be
Diablo
there.
Immortal World and Q&A panel.
Yo, at least he wants to be there. Look at him. Like, these guys are like, fuck. This guy, he doesn't give a fuck, man. He's having a good time. He loves telling the stories. He loves having a good time. He's in a good mood. Oh, people, he doesn't act the right way. This guy is great, man. He's great. He's excited. He doesn't give a fuck about the gameplay. He's there to tell stories.
Who is that?
I don't know. Some guy.
Well, who is it?
Well, I don't know. We gotta go back and find out. Just a minute. Let me finish.
Well, he deserves the credit.
Yeah, he does. Just a second. What's his name?
Master for story.
Sean Copeland, historian for Diablo.
Sean Copeland. This is a message directly to Sean Copeland. Keep it up, bud.
That's right.
Keep it up.
Keep it up.
Keep
That's
it
good.
fucking up.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. You're excited about what you do? It's great. I wish there were more people like Sean Copeland. I do think that it is kind of funny that we're living in a world now where he is a historian about multiple fake worlds that the company has created. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, let's be honest. Okay, where is this guy?
For the
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay.
Hi, I'd like to preface this question with saying that I'm sorry that the way people treated you yesterday by asking if the game was an April Fool's joke, that was really inappropriate of them.
There's this guy that we used to play Magic the Gathering with at the card shop, and he would always get like mad and like offended over like the smallest thing. Like if you would roll a dice too close to him, he would act like you just punched him in the fucking face. And this guy reminds me so much of that fucking guy. Like it was just like I don't know why. It just reminds me exactly like him. Well, it's not virgin or whatever. I mean, it's not even anything like that. It's just like. He seems like a person that get mad about everything.
However,
you know?
You know who that is?
What?
That's the comic book guy from Simpsons as a kid.
But it... Wait, what the... Look at everybody that's here. Look at this. I'm gonna minimize Firefox. Look at... Holy fuck.